the weekend approaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? I mean, it's time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we'll see the majority of two rosters hit the field in a preseason matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Your defending AFC North champion, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Enough build up. The ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And Thursday Night Primetime is underway. Showing a little burst so far. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're going to be let out by someone possibly playing his final NFL season. Still going in his early 40s. It is Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Rodgers set to pass. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they go up 7-0 here early. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Massive hit. The ball is out. Oh, and the kicking team's got it.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they've got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. We take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Oh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes as a quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. On 4th down, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
So here they come now to take over on offense. And it's the Utah State 11 quarterback. Year 6 of his career, year 4 as a starter now. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story, too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity.
Uh-oh, Love fumbled it. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they will not score. They needed one more step to make it, but they are going to take over at the goal line.
That's quarterback's living nightmare and a defender's dream right there. Not just to get the sack and get home, the sack fumble, that's what these defenders live for.
As the Steelers go back on offense, let's take a look at the Packers defensive coordinator, Jonathan Gannon. It's a return to this role for Gannon in his first year in Green Bay, right, Brock? He was previously the DC in Philadelphia before he served as Arizona's head coach last 3 seasons. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out first and goal. Now here's Rodgers. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They waited a little extra second there, didn't they? Maybe a little bit of a talk to the other sideline, Brock, before they declined that call. That touchdown's going to stand.
All good in love and football. just a good little penalty taunt.
Boswell to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. It's a 14-0 game here early.
14. Packers nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. There's Love to throw. Rushes right there as he releases it. It goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. Get a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Slot man motioned over. Second down. Here's Love. That's Reed on the slant. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Last completion got him 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Throwing. It's Love. And he's batted away up front. Throw doesn't even get beyond the line. Thanks to a well-timed swat there. They're going to face 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Takes this in at the 25. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Steelers offense headed out. And they should be well rested. They were only out there for one play last drive, and they found the end zone. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Darrell. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Already we're seeing mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Rodgers now on 2nd down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. run with warning. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And the lead stays frozen at 14. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Motioning left is their running back. Now Love on the play fake. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds. Only about a yard to show for on that catch. Second down.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Love looking to pass. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Love now. He's got it complete to Reed. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that will be good for Packers first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he gets home. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown,
Josh
Green Bay.
Jacobs in from 18 out. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed to put 6 on the board for the offense.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal trying to miss the mark. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. On target to his back, and we go Dowdle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Cuts right. Past the 35. 20. 15. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Look at how long he held off that defense before they finally got a hand on him, and they hauled him down.
Breaking out of tackles, sure, that's nice, but avoiding defenders altogether, that's even nicer and easier on the body, and you know his teammates love that breakaway threat.
Breaking a huddle, here's 1st and goal. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a gain of 1 on 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw, Rodgers. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock. No chance. It's 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
Now Rodgers. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. The big loss there of 10 yards. It is 4th and goal.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. It can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The So he makes up for his earlier miss in the game. He knocks that one right through. And it's important for him to move past that early miss, Kate, because you never know if he's going to be needed for a big moment when we get to the fourth.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air with Love. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Love. And he's not going to get away. Pressure takes him down at the 19. As Watts got to him again. Make it 2 sacks for him now on Thursday night prime time. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Steelers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that's going to give the Steelers the 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Rodgers to throw. Rushes right there as he releases it. He goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is 2nd down.
The coverage by Evan Williams.
To throw is Rodgers. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Rodgers off the play action. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Rodgers, 1st and 10. And he's back up to 50% now throwing the football after that last completion. 6 connections on 12 attempts. The pitch to Dowdle. That one good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Throw is caught. And this drive isn't done yet, Brock. He's got enough to push them to a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Rodgers will look to throw. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Michael Pittman Jr. capping a 7-play scoring drive. Boswell to add the PAT. Sent right down the middle and good. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
Steelers 24, Packers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Love now to throw. They go outside, and it's hauled in by Golden. He's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. They'll give him, it looks like, about 7. Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Love out of the shotgun. Back-to-back goes Golden. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They've got the first down. New set of downs from 37. Now toss. This is Jacobs. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and put that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Working on 2nd down. Love. And he's going to go down, and they haul him to the turf at the 21. And Watts got to him again. He is already up to 3, and we haven't even hit the 2nd quarter. That's the end of 1. 3 more to go here on Thursday Night Primetime. 24-7 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. They send the tight end in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and it's another one. They drop him. There's Jack Sawyer. And that's going to force 4th down. Quite a ways to go.
To the point of the game, Kate, now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And no settling for a field goal there last time out. They were able to get over that hurdle that had been holding them to field goal tries, put a touchdown on the board as we get a look at how their recent series have gone. New set of downs for them from the 31. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Picked up a few on that 1st down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Aller's going to throw. The Packers are there. They take him down. And now they're going to need some help. This is a 3rd and 18.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Aller back to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
A give left side to Wood. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 30-yard line.
Now a pitch play to Warren. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Aller now on 3rd down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers have it and will take over at the 17-yard line. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Lloyd running dead ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
They run once more with Lloyd. And that's good for a gain of 5. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. 3rd down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air, Taylor. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Shaking off the pick quickly, and he's going to throw. Absolutely fires this one, right side. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the give to Heidenreich. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete beyond the marker. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Play by Carrington Valentine.
Down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Snap to Aller. He beams one deep right side. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
The coverage by Javon Bullard.
Back to throw. Aller. It's caught by Wilson. Get in there for the stomp, but give him about 9 on the play. And that is going to be good for a Steelers first down.
9 yards.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
First down now, ball at the 33. Aller throwing. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's home to the ground. Devontae Wyatt. And that makes it second and very long. Aller to the air. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
That's caught for the first. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during the game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Aller looking. This is going to be caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Skoranek scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. And there's that big welcome to the NFL moment for him, Brock. His first career touchdown pass. Gotta imagine you remember yours, right?
I didn't have many, Kate. I think I only had 4, but I do remember my first to Darrell Jackson, a little slant route, and this rookie, he'll never forget this one either.
Boswell to add the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that makes this a 24-point ball game.
Packers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Hand off here to Lloyd. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Taylor. Has him on the quick hitter. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that gives Green Bay the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Packer first down.
Now it's Taylor. The Rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. Nick Herbig. And now it's 2nd and 19.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Looking to throw. Taylor. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and long for him here. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's home to the ground. That's Herbig in there again. And that's going to leave this offense facing a 4th and forever 22.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And the defender finally gets there, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that is good for a Pittsburgh first down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Now give it to Heidenreich. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Heidenreich has it. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This is Allen. Got a man, it's Skaronic. Get in there for the stomp, but give him about 9 on the play. And that's going to give the Steelers the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Warren, the ball carrier.
Trying to work quickly
He
now.
was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on
Moving
the
on
pickup.
seconds. Here's Allen.
2nd and 6.
Caught by Warren out of the backfield. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Javon Fuller bringing that play to an end. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Another gun. Here's Allen. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And that is going to be good for a Steelers first down.
That's another Steelers.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Throwing it again here. Firing end zone, and this is hauled in. Touchdown, Steelers!
Touchdown, Steelers.
Boswell to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they just keep adding to their lead.
Steelers 38, Packers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Power squib kick is taken in. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Time now for the bottom half of the roster to make an impact, Brock. Our preseason opener underway in half number 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. On the give, it's Lloyd. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Down at the 26. A 3-yard gain on the play.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Down.
Taylor now. And he's not going to get away. Pressure